It was a rainy night in the city, and Alex was feeling restless. He had heard rumors about the dark web and the various illicit activities that took place on it. He had always been curious about it, and tonight he finally decided to explore it. He sat down in front of his computer and logged onto the Tor browser. After a few clicks, he found himself on a dark web market. The site was filled with various illegal goods, ranging from drugs to weapons to stolen credit card information. Alex scrolled through the site, feeling a sense of excitement and dread at the same time. He had never seen anything like this before. As he continued to explore the site, he came across a vendor selling a mysterious substance called Blackout. The vendor claimed that it was a powerful sedative that could knock someone out for hours. Alex was intrigued and decided to order some. He entered his payment information and hit the buy button. A few days later, a small package arrived in the mail. Alex eagerly opened it and found a small vial labeled Blackout. He examined it closely, feeling a sense of trepidation, but his curiosity got the best of him, and he decided to take a small dose. The effects were almost immediate. Alex felt his body go limp, and he collapsed onto the floor. He was conscious but unable to move. He could hear footsteps approaching him, and a voice spoke to him. "Welcome to the dark web market," the voice said. "You are now one of us." Alex tried to speak, but his body wouldn't respond. The voice continued, "You have just joined a select group of individuals who have access to the most powerful and dangerous items in the world. You will have the opportunity to buy and sell these items, to make a fortune and gain power beyond your wildest dreams." Alex felt a sense of terror wash over him. He had no idea what he had gotten himself into. The voice continued, "But be warned, this is not a game. The things you will see and do on this site will change you forever. You will become a part of the darkness, and it will consume you." Alex tried to scream, but no sound came out. He was trapped, unable to move or speak, and at the mercy of whoever had drugged him. The voice spoke again. "You will now be given a task. You must find a rare and valuable item known as the Angel's Tear. It is said to have mystical powers, and whoever possesses it will have unlimited wealth and power. You have 1 week to find it, or you will suffer the consequences." The voice faded away, and Alex was left alone in the darkness. He didn't know how long he lay there, but eventually he was able to move again. He stumbled to his feet and looked around, trying to find a way out, but he was trapped. The room was empty, with no windows or doors. He was completely cut off from the outside world. Days passed, and Alex began to lose track of time. He was given food and water, but no one spoke to him. He was alone with his thoughts, and they were driving him mad. He began to hear whispers in the darkness, voices that spoke to him in strange languages. He saw visions of strange creatures and occult symbols. He felt as though he was losing his grip on reality. Finally, on the 7th day, the door to the cell opened. A figure dressed in black entered, holding a small vial of liquid. "Drink this," the figure said. "It will help you find the angel's tear." Alex hesitated, but the figure pressed the vial into his hand. He smelled it and recognized the scent of blackout. He knew he had no choice but to take it. He drank the liquid and felt the effects almost immediately. His vision blurred and his thoughts became disjointed. He stumbled out of the cell and the figure led him through a series of dark corridors. They emerged into a large chamber filled with people dressed in black robes. In the center of the room was a pedestal on which rested a small crystal. "The angel's tear," the figure said. "Take it." Alex stumbled forward and picked up the crystal, feeling its weight in his hand. Suddenly, he felt a surge of power coursing through him. He felt invincible, unstoppable. But then he heard a sound, a low growl that seemed to be coming from all around him. The people in the room began to change, their faces contorting into grotesque masks of horror. Alex realized too late that he had been tricked. The angel's tear was cursed, and whoever possessed it would be consumed by the darkness. He tried to run, but the figures closed in on him, their hands reaching out to grab him. He felt their fingers digging into his flesh, tearing him apart. As he died, he saw a vision of himself, dressed in black robes and holding the angel's tear. He realized with horror that he had become one of them, a member of the dark web market. His body was never found, and the authorities never discovered what had happened to him. But stories began to circulate on the dark web of a new member, someone who had been consumed by the darkness and had become a part of it. And so the cycle continued, the new members joining the market and being consumed by its horrors. The angel's tear remained a coveted prize, a symbol of the darkness that lurked on the fringes of society. And somewhere in the depths of the dark web, the figure in black watched and waited, ready to ensnare the next unsuspecting victim.